Hello the internet, and welcome to another scary, spooktacular edition of the Fast School Holiday Video Workshops, brought to you by the CNRL Library Innovation Studio and Library Children's Services. Today we're going to show you how you can prank your friends by creating spooky, disembodied heads and limbs bottled in jars of bubbling, gross, green-looking liquid that you can hide in the fridge, so when they go to get a tasty snack, they're going to get the fright of their lives. For this workshop you will need some paper. You'll need some large glass jars that the paper will fit in. As you can see, this height here matches this height here. You're going to need some water. You're going to need some food colouring, maybe a spoon to stir it up. You're also going to need either a camera, or you can download a PDF of severed limbs that I have prepared earlier for you. Just have a look in the description below. Now to take your photo, what you're going to need is a relatively blank wall, so this is no good. Let's shuffle over a little bit. And that's perfect. So get yourself lined up in the middle, and then pull a funny face and take a photo. Now the reason for this is when you print it out, you want it to look as realistic as a severed head can look. If you've got a fire extinguisher in the background, that's not going to trick anyone. So if you've got a nice blank wall, they're not even going to notice that it is a piece of paper. All they're going to see is your head with nothing behind it, as if it's in an empty jar. And this is the same if you want to do your hand. Just pose it so you can see just what you need, same as if you're doing your foot. And if you don't have a camera, just look at the description in the video below. You can download a PDF where I've done my head, my hand and my foot, and I've used a little bit of photo trickery to give them a little bit of a gross edge to it, but that's just for fun. You don't actually need that if you're taking a photo of yourself. The shock is going to be in the moment. They're not going to be looking at the details. It's just going to be open the door and go, "Bleh!" Now to print out your disembodied limbs and head, all you're going to need is a printer. If you don't have a printer at home, your local library branch is a great place to find a printer. Although people may be a little bit freaked out at what you're printing. Oh, sorry, didn't realise you were there.
Ew.
Okay, I've got my gross severed head, hand and foot printouts. Let's put it together. Take the lid off your jar. Roll it up just a little bit, just loosely, so we can pop it through the neck of the jar. There we go. Now I'm going to pour the water in a little bit slowly because we don't want the paper to get knocked around and fall down or rip or anything like that. Now I've got my first lot of water in, I'm going to put in food colouring. I think green's going to look rather good for a rotting, freaky head. Keep pouring in water, going a little bit slowly as before. If you're finding your paper is starting to come away from the sides, get a glass of water and gently lower it in. And push it against the side, and that'll do that. You might need 1 or 2 glasses maybe. Now at this point you might want to mix your food colouring in, but really as you pour more water in, it's probably going to mix itself naturally. Okay, put the lid back on and then it can go in the fridge. Although I'm going to do a hand and a foot as well in some more jars so we can fill our fridge with spooky dismembered parts. Ugh. Okay, now these are ready to go into the fridge. You may need some help carrying them because they're going to be very, very heavy. Now because I've got a glass fridge, I've put some milk in front of my pretend severed head to keep it a surprise, but most fridges at home are not going to have glass doors, so that's fine. You can just put them in the fridge just as you normally would, and no need to cover them up. Now let's find someone to prank. See if we can find Junior. And that's it. We hope you enjoyed this workshop. We hope you enjoyed scaring and pranking your friends and family. And keep watching to find out what you're going to need for the next Fast School Holiday Video Workshop.
Join us next time where you'll be making this spooky ghost pen. You will need a pen with a lid, a paper clip, some thread, scissors, and a tall glass or bottle.